A woman says McGregor violently sexually assaulted her in a bathroom at the arena. Now, as Stephen Fabian reports, McGregor's reps are denying the allegation.
Conor McGregor, the UFC legend who is usually known for breaking faces in and out the ring and just in general usually being on some pretty gangster shit all the time.
Mike, you okay? Get
unreal, man.
I can't sit. No, we gotta get him out. Get him out.
Well, he is now being accused of allegedly brutally assaulting a woman in a bathroom during an NBA Finals game and is apparently being investigated by the Miami police now. Now, of course, this is all shocking, especially after he just caught heat for putting the Heat mascot in the hospital during the same game in a stunt fight gone wrong that was supposed to be fun, but the guy actually ended up getting beat up. But this new controversy is much worse and is on a whole nother level and could land Conor McGregor in a prison cell if any of the allegations end up being true, because not only is she alleging Conor violently attacked her, but she says that he also attempted to sodomize her, and she is also claiming that the NBA/Miami Heat security were the ones who dragged her in the restroom where Conor was to try to take advantage of her. And well, we'll get to the entire story because the details are insane. You're gonna want to hear it all, so keep watching. And before we dive in, I want to make it clear that Conor McGregor and his team are saying that this is all completely false and it's a straight up money grab. And there might be some truth to that, because now TMZ just released some footage that destroys part of the woman that is accusing Conor McGregor's story. Yeah, it's not looking good for her, and we'll get to that. But first, we're gonna dive into what she said after I tell you I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast, where we find the most shocking and provocative news and take it to church. Make sure you follow and subscribe. Now, according to TMZ, who obtained the demand letters from the woman that was allegedly attacked from her attorney, Ariel Mitchell. Apparently, the incident happened after the Nuggets had won on June 9th at the arena in Florida. In the letters, Mitchell claims the NBA and Heat security helped separate the woman from her friend and then forced her into a restroom that McGregor and his security guard were already inside of. Now remember that part of the story. In the letters, Mitchell says security refused to let the woman exit or allow anyone else, including her friend, inside the bathroom. The lawyer then claims McGregor emerged from inside of a handicapped stall and shoved his tongue in the victim's mouth and aggressively kissed her. According to the letters, the woman was able to get McGregor off of her, telling him that she had to urinate. But then McGregor allegedly forced her to give him oral in the bathroom. Now the 34-year-old McGregor is then accused of grabbing the woman and then pinning her against the wall before attempting to sodomize her. Mitchell says in the letters that the woman was able to elbow McGregor repeatedly, which gave her a window to escape. However, she allegedly fled in such a hurry, she left her purse, which Mitchell says Conor McGregor's security guards held hostage until she pleaded with them for its return. Now, according to the letters, when she got away from it all and she went to the police on Sunday morning, Mitchell then says that a police officer told her to basically seek out an attorney and to come back when you had one. In the letters which were sent following the woman's meeting with the cops, Mitchell said that the woman is seeking settlements with the NBA, the Heat, and McGregor in lieu of the litigation. But Conor McGregor and his people are not taking this story laying down. McGregor's people released a statement on Thursday saying that the allegations are false. Mr. McGregor would not be intimidated. They added, the Heat and UFC are also saying that they will be investigating and looking into the situation as it unfolds to see if there's any truth there. Now, again, according to the woman, after she went to report the assault on Sunday to the police, they turned her away and told her to get a lawyer. She did come back to Miami PD with her lawyer and also with clothes that are supposed to have DNA evidence pointing to what happened that night and saying that McGregor spat on her and spat on himself, trying to arouse himself in order to, take her. And apparently these clothes are supposed to be evidence of a crime and have the assault markers on them that will prove what the woman is saying. Now, all of that sounds convincing, but like I told you, there are some new things that came out that puts this story into question. Footage that TMZ obtained that shows a couple of things. The first thing is the victim hanging out with Conor before the incident, having fun and posing for pictures with the UFC star. She doesn't look like she's in any danger and she looks like she's having fun. More damning though is the video of her being led into the restroom by Conor and not being forced into the restroom by security, which is what she originally said in her statement. Remember, I told you that. She said that she was forced into the restroom when they wouldn't let her leave, but as you can see in the video, Conor is walking her in there pretty slowly and she's going on her own will and her own accord and doesn't seem to be in any panic or afraid or being forced in any way. And that's a big problem when that's your story. Now, the lawyer is claiming that the woman had more than 6 drinks, which also means that maybe she doesn't remember things clearly, because if you don't remember that, do you remember everything else? At least that's what's going to happen if you try to take this to court. They're going to say that. But also, she said she had 6 drinks and didn't remember everything, and the lawyer said this in the reply statement. My client was under the belief that they were leaving and going to the Four Seasons Hotel, as Conor had previously asked her to join him at his hotel room. And again, he was assaulting you, but you were okay to go to the hotel room, but not the bathroom? Okay. Apparently, she says that a man with Bray stopped him at the door of the bathroom, then kind of grabbed the client as seen in the video. The client apparently at this point in the video thought that they were leaving, but instead kind of took her into the bathroom. Again, sounds a little sketchy because now all of a sudden you remember everything in detail and your motivation and exactly what happened, but you didn't remember it when you guys wrote the statement. Just doesn't sound good for her case. That's all I'm saying. It sounds great for Conor. Now, the police are pretty much keeping a tight lip on this as they move throughout their investigation, so we will see what updates come out as more information unfolds. His team is welcoming the investigation and saying they have nothing to hide, and they're looking forward to proving that this woman is looking for basically money. And like I said, things just don't look well for her right now. But let's dive into the comments and see what the streets are saying. If it's true, lock him up. I think we can all agree to that. Shout out to that. I'm beginning to see a habit. Why are almost all rich and famous men accused of rape or abuse at some point? Good point. I think you said it. They're rich and famous. And also, sometimes rich and famous people do terrible things. It's funny how mostly successful rich people get SA allegations almost like when women lie for money. So it's looking like the streets aren't just convinced yet. I hope this is not another money grab. Me as well, because every time a woman comes out and then it is a money grab and they're not telling the truth, it does hurt other women and it keep them from coming out because now they're afraid of being accused of being a liar like the last person that lied, and just is bad for everyone and actually just makes you a terrible human being if you would stoop that low to do that to somebody in general. But if Conor is guilty, well then I hope he gets prosecuted to the full extent of the law. The thing is that his public image over the years has not been very good, and even with like this last thing with the Heat, it just didn't seem like the public is on Conor's side. Even people were saying like, why wasn't he deported yet? Why weren't they kicking him out the country yet? And has had multiple scrapes and scuffs outside of the ring. I don't think this is one of them, and even the fact that she said she was able to fight him off and elbow him and get away is like you're dealing with one of the most dangerous men to ever put on a pair of gloves. I feel like if you fought him off and you got away, it's only because he let you. I don't know, but I am looking forward to see how this works, and I'm not on anyone's side, only the true side, so we will see how it plays out. But I am Joe Stone. This is the Church of Joe Stone podcast where cool comes to pray. You come to stay and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video coming your way. We find the most shocking and provocative news and take it to church. Make sure you subscribe. I will see you in the next one.